Back in April, police say 53-year-old Marty Folas Jr. shot and killed 38-year-old Alicia Hampton and then turned that gun on himself. A Joplin nonprofit cleaning up, and a suspect is being sought after an alleged burglary early yesterday. Surveillance video at the Alliance of Southwest Missouri there at 19th and Pearl caught that suspect breaking through a window and rummaging through the facility. And there's a new Kansas law that requires the state to reverse any previous gender changes in its records for trans people's birth certificates and driver's licenses, while also preventing such changes from going forward. Your news is service of Freeman Health System, the most experienced team in our area for maternal child care. And it's the same distance from Monette to Joplin as it is to Springfield. So go to freemanhealth.com/maternity. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-208-9TIP. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Ty Albright on KIX 102.5.
This afternoon with highs in the mid-90s, a chance of heavy rain tonight with lows dipping down to the mid-70s. More sunshine, highs nearing 103 for tomorrow, and Thursday's still going to be really, really hot. Lots of sunshine, highs nearing 103.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar isn't showing anything over the 4 states.
61 in Monette, 63 in Pittsburgh, 63 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app.
And it's time now for the KIX Kids Pledge. Today we are featuring Autumn from Sarcoxy.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, Autumn. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, just go to KIX 102.5 to the Morning KIX page there and click on the button that's on that page to find out how to upload your audio.
Or if it's easier, just give us a call and we can record them at 623-1025.
So we're going to give you about 30, 40 minutes now to get signed up for Chris Jansen tickets. He's going to be in concert at the Black Oak Amphitheater this Friday.
Just text tickets to 623-1025 to get entered to win.
Here's Kay Brown on KIX.
Yahoo!
Morning, everybody. I'm back.
Look who it is. Oh, you knocked my... Randy.
So they didn't want me. It was a little crazy.
How much can you tell us?
Oh, I can tell you anything I want to. There's a gag order during the trial if you are a juror or involved with the trial.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of funny. I was texting Jen some stuff yesterday during the beginning of it. Right before they took the break, the judge, Judge Gale, what is her last name? Anyway, she said, I wanted to give you some instructions before we go on break. You are not to text anyone details about the trial. You are not to talk with anyone, including each other, about the details of the trial. Blah, 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 blah. Anything that might affect the outcome of the trial.
Right.
So, and I'm like, oops. And she and I have been talking about the case and about what I remembered of it. And you had looked up some detail on it. Whoops. So anyway, the trial was, ever since I told you the guy's name, I've not been able to remember it again. So hold on. The trial, some of you might remember back in 2020. I remember it because right after it had COVID. And yeah, okay. So these twin girls were charged with setting a fire in their father's home that killed him and injured his wife, their stepmother. Okay, one of the twin girls lived in the home. They both have been charged multiple times with drug use, methamphetamine, and DUIs, things like that out of their past. In fact, one of them had felony drug charges before. The girl that was being tried yesterday that I was a potential juror for, her name was Tiffany Lakausewitz. And anyway, she was being charged with 3 different charges. Domestic abuse. Well, first, let's start again. Arson, number 1. That's the felony charge. And because any of the other charges happen as a result of that arson, then they're instantly elevated. So went from what would have been manslaughter in a normal fire, but because she set the fire,
it's Morning KIX with Randy and Jen. Brought to you by Buffalo Run Casino and Resort.
Sustained by the
state's #1 for country. KIX
that's why she was there. And he was there. along with the defense attorney, all the prosecutors, and 60 some odd potential jurors all in this room. So probably wouldn't have been happy about me taking pictures. Did you not show them?
No.
Okay, so they probably wouldn't have been happy about me taking pictures in the courtroom, but I did it anyway. Wait a minute, I have them here. What? I thought I did.
Morning, Jimmy.
Well, I might. Oh no, I do have. So this is the shot of where I was sitting at in the courtroom. You can see the judge and the lady with the Darth Vader mask over her face over there, and the guy's right in front of me. So I'm in the jury box, but you see also the guys way back here. Those are all potential jurors.
Oh, wow.
So everybody in there, with the exception of a couple of her family members, the defendant's family members, are potential jurors.
Is her sister getting charged with the same stuff?
Yes, but they're separate trial. They're not being tried together.
Mm-hmm.
So the question, and there were a number of questions as to someone's culpability if they just suggested the crime or told someone else to do the crime, but they didn't participate in. In the state of Missouri, you're just as guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Conspiracy to commit the crime is just as bad as committing the crime. So there was some question about how do you feel about all that? Well, it all got started when they were asking questions. Do any of you know any of the details of the case? And all they had done was they said, this is Miss Lukasiewicz. She is being charged with arson in the death of her father and her stepmother from 2 years ago. And I was like, I remember that. I remember running that story, talking about that story. Right after I had COVID, I came back because there was I remembered her only being charged with domestic assault at first. And I'm like, why aren't they being charged with murder? I mean, killed the father, right?
Right.
So that was a little confusing to me. So I raised my hand. I was the only one that raised my hand. They turned around and they said, what details do you know of the case? And I rattled off the whole news story. I said, David Crowder was killed as a result of arson that they thought was set by the daughter who had conspired to set the fire with her sister, or at least was charged with conspiring to set the fire in the belief that they might be able to get insurance money from it.
Oh, that's why they did it, really?
That was what the charge was. And the stepmother lived through it. Was her name Linda, I think? The sister's name was Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm.
They all have different last names.
Mm-hmm.
And
hold on, we got 10 seconds.
You can see the prosecutor, her eyes doing this while I was rattling all this off. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine and hot this afternoon with highs in the mid-90s, 63 in Joplin.
And we've got your chance to win tickets to see Chris Jansen in concert this Friday night. Just text the word tickets to 623-1025. I'm kind of surprised.
What are you surprised by?
The ballistic assault that is known as the 4 states 4th of July has not quite started yet.
You say that, but I've had a few little mishaps at night where I'm sleeping, and then just mortar.
Really?
Yes.
Maybe it hasn't. I've just not heard it. Well, it's not happened to the extent that it has in years past. I have every belief and faith that it will. We are now a week away from Independence Day, so the psychological torment known as your dog's assault or the pet, PTSD affliction is getting ready to start. So we're going to salute that in just 10 minutes. Your poor pets.
Here's Gary Allen.
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
I was getting like a look from you like.
We're not doing that at this break.
Yeah, we are. 7:20, we're going to let the dogs out.
Oh, jeez.
Remember, we're going to switch it. I was like, does she not know? And we're doing 7:50 for the payoff. Okay. Maybe go ahead and switch it on the calendar real quick so that it's done and we don't forget. So anyway, I'm like, and I believe it happened in December of 2020, if I'm not mistaken. And she goes, yes, it did. And I said, weren't the initial charges, blah, blah, blah. Yes. Yeah. She goes, how do you know so much about it? And I said, well, I'm an air personality on a radio station. We ran a news story about it and had a conversation about it. Really? See, so that everybody's, people turned, the prosecutor's desk turned around, the defense attorney turned around, the judge started listening. Before that, they're all down like this and they're typing. Everybody stopped and looked around. So they did not, you could tell, media's here. Why do we have a media representative? And I'm wondering the same thing. So anyway, they asked a few more questions. Did you form an opinion? And I said, yes, in the moment I did. I'm just as human as the next person. I formed an opinion based on the evidence that I had in front of me at that time as to what I thought. I even asked a couple of questions about it. I didn't say what they were. And she said, would you be able to put aside what you already know and in an unbiased manner, review the details of the case going forward? And I said, I don't know. And I really don't know. I mean, that was an honest answer. I already have a lot of stuff clouding and making me form an opinion.
Right.
So I don't know. And she goes, that's an honest answer. I appreciate that. And I said, I really don't know. I don't know what the details of the case are. I only know what I've had so far. And she goes, can totally support that answer and appreciate that. They moved on. Later, they had another question about something, and she turned around and said, I'm thinking of you, Mr. Reporter. And reporter. And then later, the defense attorney gets up. And again, they had asked questions, however many people were affected by this would raise their hand. This is called voir dire, and it's the discovery process of interviewing your jurors. They'd ask a question. Everybody that it affected would raise their hand. They'd go around and ask each one of them the pertinent details then of that in front of everybody. So the defense attorney specifically asked me another question. And he knew I worked for Zimmer, so I guess he was going off my info. But at the very end, when they trucked everybody out, they said, we're going to take you out, we're going to decide the jury, and then we're going to send everybody to lunch. That is a juror, and everybody else is going to go home. And they did. They said, except for juror number 46, number whatever, and number 6, which was me. I want you to stay back. We've got some further questions for you. So we had to go into the deliberation room, which is the little room with the table for 12 chairs, And the three of us sat in there. They took one in. Then they brought her back, and then they told me, you can go around and wait in here. So I went into the jury lounge. So they have the deliberation room, the jury lounge, and then they have the big room with like 70 chairs in it where we first sat. And so I went on in there. I thought I was still waiting for them to call me back because the other guy comes back then, and I think, well, they're arguing over his deal. No, and we sit there for an hour and a half.
Oh, my gosh.
So, and when finally one of the bailiffs came in, the corporal came in, and he said, you don't need to sit in here. You can go sit back in the chairs if you want. I was like, oh, they don't want to question me? He goes, no. He goes, they didn't have any questions for you.
What?
So I guess the judge had probably said we need to keep him back so that they can ask if they have further questions. And then when she went to him, they are like, no, we don't want him. So that was it. Because an hour and a half later, they came in, named the jurors, and I was not one of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. However, Brett James, he did get sequestered for his jury. So he is on the jury in Newton County yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And he's up for a federal trial in Springfield. So I will say this. If I was going to have had to have been a juror, I would have wanted to have been on this deal from yesterday.
Really?
With the exception of the defense attorney. He was tedious. He talked about himself too much. He rambled. He was, you could tell he had a sharp mind. He was old. He's been around this area for years. Prosecutor was super sharp. She was just spot on. And it would have been an interesting case to have heard all the details on and everything with the twin sisters. Which one suggested to the other one? Which one did it? I think I know, but I don't. All those details. I think it would have been interesting. Yeah. How some of them were talking about they'd been jurors on malpractice suits that made you want to pull your teeth with boredom. They were so horrible.
Oh.
So anyway, I got out of it. I came back in and one of the ladies go, well, you got out of that, didn't you? And I said, I don't know that. And she goes, oh, I do. They're not going to have you in there. I said, well, I'm wondering, why would somebody want a member of the media in their jury?
Right.
Somebody who already had a clouded judgment, opinionated idea of the details of the case. More so than anyone else in the whole room.
Right.
You've got 70 potential jurors. Why would you want that guy?
Yeah.
I don't even know why they even consider media.
Morning, Melissa. Good morning, Sheila. Morning, Dorinda.
I will say, though, the new courthouse there. Freaking amazing.
It is
It
gorgeous.
is awesome. It's beautiful. So easy to hear. Everything's mic'd up and everything. The old one wasn't. The old one didn't really have a good air conditioning system, so they could not get it below 90 degrees during the summer.
No.
Jasper County at the big courthouse, they just got through remodeling it. It didn't even have hot water in it.
What?
I didn't know that, but yeah.
That's
This is really nice, and it's really nice that everybody is kept separate. There's separate entrances for everybody, for everything. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Here's Russell Dickerson with Every Little Thing.
On KIX 102.5. All right, y'all squared away on this break?
Now I know, yeah. Sorry. For some reason, I thought we were doing Putin here. I don't know.
No, we talked about switching him for the
He's
35.
going to be at 35.
Might ought to listen to that. Probably not.
Morning, Deadwing. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Megan. How did the interview go yesterday? It was super fun. He was really easy to talk to. He's got a new EP out today, by the way.
We're probably going to do that the week of the 17th because his concert's that week, and it'd be a good way to help promote the concert again. Probably Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah.
We'll look when we get closer to it and see what we've got a need for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Putin finally released a statement about the not coup that almost happened in Moscow. And we've got a translation of it that we're going to share later. So what time did you finally get home yesterday?
What was it? 2:30. I texted you as I was getting out. So
Was it? Yeah, I guess it was.
about 2 or 2:30 when I finally got home.
Yeah.
And then I had to go to work. Of course, everybody needed stuff yesterday, so there was a lot to do to play catch up on. So I didn't get through working until 5:30, I think.
What time did you have to be there at court?
8:30.
Oh, okay.
So I did. I mean, actually got to sleep in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one by the Wagner Group. Hey, don't forget, we still have that ticket window open to go get signed up for Chris Jansen. He's going to be at the Black Oak Amp on Friday. Text tickets to 623-1025.
Just say Block Oak at the Block Oak Amphitheater.
Block Oak. You can't say things like that.
Block Oak Amphitheater.
It's going to get in my head, and I'm going to say it wrong. 7 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 719.
Sunshine this afternoon with highs in the mid-90s at 63 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 4 minutes. And don't forget that we've got your chance going on right now to text the word tickets to win Chris Jansen tickets.
Yeah, he's coming to the Black Oak Amp in Lampe this Friday night. So if you want to go see him, text tickets to 623-1025.
Independence Day, 1 week from today, which means the psychological onslaught known as PTSD for your dog is starting anytime now.
Anytime now. How does Bella do with fireworks?
She does not. So this stupid dog, I mean, you can play fireworks on TV, but yet I can show like a nuclear assault or something on TV and nothing. But she knows the difference between a firework bang and, say, an atomic bomb bang.
Sure, yeah.
She just doesn't know how to appropriately react to she's got a totally skewed perception of both of those.
Nix is the same way. She will, more than once, she's gotten real nervous about fireworks, and she will just pee. Everywhere. She freaks out.
I would kick her out of the bed, but she would pee then. She won't pee in the bed, but she would pee if I kicked her out of the bed. and shake her collar. She realizes that she can wake me up by shaking her tags. Ching-a-ling-a-ling, ching-a-ling. I'm like, it's not Christmas, no jingle bells.
No, it's only 4th of July.
Yeah, it's only 4th of July. And I'm not saying don't shoot off your fireworks. I'm just saying that maybe we ought to pay a little tribute to the poor dogs who are going to suffer through this holiday season.
Who freaked the dogs out? The 4th of July is always a problem. Here we go. It scares the crap out of my dog. Freaking Fido. Loud banging after they shoot him. Then they reload. My dog pees all over the rug because my stupid neighbors. Who freaked the dogs out? 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 Who freaked the dogs out?
It's Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen on the 4 states #1 for country.
Morning, Carol. Yeah, we announced the winners for those yesterday, Sheila.
KIX 102.5 has your eye in the sky
Backyard
view
Party
of Joplin,
Tuesday.
courtesy of Skyway Buick GMC. Check out the tower cam view right now at KIX1025.com.
So far
computers
after
are
the
taking
fact.
over the world.
Right.
Jack Frost here from Roper Kia.
Yes.
These
Keep us
days,
still
everybody's
asking
talking
about
about AI. I believe the car business
Edwin
is
says,
about
I'm pretty
relationships,
sure that was
not
all fake just to
technology.
make the West
Our
think
people
that
use
they are
real
weak.
automotive intelligence to help you dump your old ride and drive home in
What
the
makes
new
you think that?
2023 Kia today. During our Kia summer sales event. Still making payments? We can help. Not enough for a down payment?
Yes.
No problem. Hate your current vehicle? Forget AI.
commercial.
My solution specialists are trained to help you say bye-bye to
You
your
don't have to
old
go
ride.
back. I can-
Plus, you could get up to 4,000.
Sorry!
It's there. There you go. Sorry's about that. I can pull up the winners really quick again. It was Brianna from Carl Junction and Megan from Joplin. And then for the Backyard Party sweepstakes, it was, where did I put that one? That one was Dana from Carterville. He sent those generals of Wagner Group to Belarus, where he just sent a bunch of hypersonic nukes. Yeah, that was one of the things that a lot of people were questioning, is the fact that he puts on this persona of being very, very harsh. If you resist him at all, I mean, it's your head. You're in so much trouble for that, right? But here is, the Wagner Group committing a not coup, and they're just exiled to Belarus. People thought it was very strange.
Belarus, 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 Belarus.
Morning, Kinda. Edwing said he sent those generals of Wagner Group to Belarus, where they just sent a crap ton of hypersonic nukes.
Hypersonic nukes?
Hypersonic?
Hypersonic nukes?
Hypersonic nukes.
That's where he sent the who?
The Wagner Group.
So Putin sent them to there?
He exiled them to Belarus.
Belarus?
Mm-hmm.
Belarus was part of Russia. It is, isn't it?
Belarus. It is bordered by Russia. It's a country in Europe, so no.
Okay. So it used to be part of the Soviet Union, but man, what is happening?
It's between Moscow and Poland. It's north of Kiev.
Kiev, yep. Isn't Kiev a town? In
Ukraine, yeah. Deadwing says they're there to maintain those nukes.
Oh.
God, 103.
I love it. That is just stay in the pool weather.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've got a pool.
I was in it last night, and we stayed in until about 7:30 or so, I think.
Mm-hmm. What's weather looking like on 4th of July? Do we know yet?
I haven't looked.
Monday. Nope, we haven't gotten there yet. Sunshine and 92 on Monday at least. Are we still closing the contest at 7:30?
Yeah, let's do 7:35 right before the break.
Okay.
I think, don't you?
And then we can tell them we'll announce the winner about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, good morning, Kyler. How you doing?
Morning, Kyler.
Yeah, that is stay inside weather. For sure, Deadwing. The weather tonight, there's a 50% chance of rain and storms, but it's going to be late. They're talking like
Is there
1 a.m.
Though they're so wrong a lot of the time on this.
That's what the
Which,
National Weather Service says.
Ironically, I'd said it wasn't going to rain on Saturday, and it did.
And it did.
But just a little bitty
Mhm.
bit. But usually this is right.
Jimmy says, Monday, I get to go see Lainey Wilson. Jealous, Jimmy. That's awesome.
So that chance of rain tonight increases to 40% at 1 a.m.,
Mm-hmm.
48 by 2 a.m., and then begins to go back down again. So around 1 or 2 a.m., we do have a chance of rain. I wouldn't hold my breath. I mean, unless that's what you do is hold your breath. If you're into holding, yeah, do that, Jen. Try it. Give it a whirl. See how long you can go. Oh, don't give up. Don't give up. She's holding her breath. See her holding her breath? Getting a little red in the face. Bark, bark, bark. Hey, Jim.
That's cheating. Oh, Deadwing wants to know if you ever fixed your lawnmower.
Yes! Oh my gosh! Big topic. Okay, so I missed a day and I don't talk about stuff anymore. I didn't, but Harry did. Oh my gosh, and he did such an amazing job. So Harry came over on Friday after we had all talked and everything, you know.
Right.
And he looked at it. He goes, you know what I think we can do? He said, I think we could take some zip ties and heat them up with one of those butane lighters and use it like a soldering iron and melt plastic to stick that into. It'll cool quick. You won't have to hold it in place. I think we can do that. And I said, oh, that's awesome. And I said, I've got zip ties right here. He goes, well, let me take it with me, work on it so you can get to work and everything. And I'll just, let me work on it this afternoon. And I'm like, you don't have to do all that and I'll pay you. And, you know, Harry wouldn't let me. So he left and later he texted me a picture of it, of what he had done. He said, I went a different direction. He said, I went over to O'Reilly's and I bought a little brass fixture, a little brass fitting, which I think they're like $2 or $3. But And he said, I just put some JB Weld on the threads of that and force threaded that into that hole so it cut new threads. And then I put JB Weld around it. So here's what it ended up looking like, what he did. So you can see the plastic gas tank there and where he has screwed that fitting in. Now, a hose will go onto the end of this stem part that goes to the carburetor then, okay?
Mm-hmm.
He did that and did such a good job of it. This is the next day after a mowing for about an hour. You'll notice, wait, see right there where the fitting goes on that? How dry it is?
Yeah.
Did not leak at all and worked 100%. I'm like, dude, you saved me like $400.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And he wouldn't let me pay him.
No, Harry.
Wouldn't let me pay him or anything, of course. And I'm like, there's guys like him who circumvent this whole throwaway society that we live in, that are able to because of the crafty creativeness that they have behind their the handy skills they've got.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I super appreciate him.
That's awesome. Good job, Harry.
He's like number one guy on my list.
Kyler says, I finally got out of OKC, so I'm done with radiation. Yeah.
All right, Kyler.
That's awesome,
buddy. That is so cool. We're so glad for you. So now it's just checkups, right?
Edwin says, the world needs more of him.
Yeah, definitely do.
A Cub Cadet is a bad thing to waste.
Right? It wasn't a thing. He's like, well, man, this is like a new mower. And I'm like, I know. So that's why I was so frustrated by all that. I can't believe I'm going to have to throw away a perfectly good $450 lawnmower.
Right. And it's not that old at all.
Nah. 2.5 years old. And had a brand new blade on it, new plug, new filter, all that stuff. So
here we go.
Oh boy. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Did you hear that Vladimir Putin is finally speaking out about this coup that the Wagner Group performed or tried to perform?
Did a press conference yesterday, and we will tell you more about it right after Zach Brown Band.
On KIX 102.5.
No, I just want to promote the tickets first.
Oh.
We can do it after this.
Promoting that is done, right?
Well, I was going to say you got one song left. We're going to wrap it up after Zach Brown Band to kind of drive another push towards it before we wrap it up. No biggie. Oh.
Kyler says, I get chemo until November.
Oh, okay. But the radiation is done. Chemo's the stuff that can make you feel sick, though, isn't it?
Morning, Kathy. But when the gearbox goes, though, you kind of have to throw it out.
Well, not really. I mean, you can disconnect that and push it like a regular push mower. So, I mean, you could continue using it. I don't think I would. Who would want to work that hard?
Oh, Ashley just sent us a message. Look who Kyler got to meet. On the KIX page. Or I'm sorry, she messaged the KIX page.
Not showing my message up notifications, which is typical Facebook.
Stop.
Carol, you do understand you text the word tickets, not comment here. You text, when you send someone a text message, that's what we're talking about, not commenting on our video. Hope she understood that. Yeah, but Kyler's tough. He can handle it, Carol.
Look at you two dancing, Kyler.
Who was it?
Oh, from OU. What's his name? There, doing the gritty.
Yeah.
Oh, he's good at the gritty, too. Nine seconds. 5.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine this afternoon with highs in the mid-90s. It's 63 in Joplin.
Hope you got signed up for the Chris Jansen tickets because we've just closed down the registrations on our Text to Win contest that's been going on for the past 30 minutes or so.
And we're going to announce that winner in about 15 minutes.
He's going to be in concert this Friday night at the Black Oak Amphitheater, and we're giving you the chance to win tickets all weeks long, and we'll find out who wins from this registration at 7:50.
So Russian President Vladimir Putin is finally speaking out about the Wagner Group and how they were marching to Moscow, and maybe they were going to overthrow the government. Maybe they weren't.
Isn't he a special guy?
He's supposed to be like, which one, Putin or the guy in the Wagner Group? Putin's supposed to be very special. You know, he's supposed to be very
so special.
harsh.
Yeah,
and you don't want to stand up to Putin, allegedly. But Putin has finally released this pre-recorded video.
Yeah, a lot of people saw it yesterday, but of course he's speaking Russian. So luckily we've got a translator working for us that will tell us what it was that he said during that conference.
Hello, I am Vladimir Putin. Who are you and what do you want? Oh, sorry. Just a little jumpy after the weekend. My friend in the Wagner Group, you know, my mercenary buddy, he was marching on Moscow. What was that? Oh, sorry. I thought I heard something. Please be assured that I am not paranoid. I am just being cautious. Did you hear that? No? Must be the wind, and not 25,000 troops marching on Moscow to overthrow me. Hehe. I have assured myself that everything is fine, and it is time for me to start believing that. But until then, I will be locking myself in a steel room where I am safe from my friend in the Wagner Group. They say good friends are hard to find. I really hope my good friend doesn't find me. Thank you.
I'm stopping the contest. Okay, there's our winner.
All right. Stupid thing. Mickey and the Motor Cars, Mike and the Moon Pies. What the heck? Guys, it's stupid names.
Yeah, probably just
Did you
the
do a
wind.
winter promo yesterday or any
No,
promos?
I didn't even think about it. I did our morning show promo.
That's fine.
Morning, Lisa. Morning, Becky.
Trying to think how to go with this call. I've got an idea, but it's not great for promo. Let's play it by ear. I'm going to ask, how old is he? Huh? Okay, so he's an older guy. I was going to ask him if he's ever been to a show at Landing. It's an old, I mean, that's been around since the 70s.
Oh,
Trying to think famous 70s bands that played there. It was after Hendrix, but not long. I mean, hippie era. You know, it's been around that long. Blue Oyster Cult, groups like that, you know, back in their heyday all played there. So anyway, I saw my first Ozzy concert there.
really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was like 19 when I saw that. And, oh, it was nuts.
I bet.
They had a riot. serious riot. They had shut down the show. 3 people had to be hospitalized, air evac to Springfield.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it was crazy. Some of the best shows I've ever seen were at that amphitheater.
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure I've got everything ready. Why am I turning those on? I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know. What am I doing over here?
I don't know
have
what you're
no
doing.
idea.
I need
should be
that.
calling. First, I should be recording. Recording and then calling. Here we go. Hello, is this Christopher Moss? Yes, it is. How's it going, Christopher?
Did you get signed up to win tickets to go see Chris Jansen?
Yes, it did. Well, congratulations, Christopher. You're a winner. You know, I got to thinking, have you ever been to Black Oak Amphitheater before? No. That's used to be Swiss Villa Amphitheater years and years ago. You've heard of that place, haven't you? Yeah, so it's been around forever. I mean, there were famous, huge bands back in the 70s played there. I was going to think this could be your first concert that you've seen at this venue.
Who's the Four States Concert Connection?
KIX 102.5.
Great job. And I think all we need is your street address.
5324 5324 Southeast Lostine, Lostine Road, Galena, Kansas.
All right. I think we've got everything we need on our end.
Yep. I'm going to send these tickets out in an email on Friday, okay? So the show is Friday night, but all you'll have to do is open that email, and it'll put a thing on your phone that you will show them at the gate, and it'll let you in. You won't have to come pick them up or anything.
Okay.
All right, so congratulations, Christopher. We'll email you on Friday.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, bud.
Have a great day.
Bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, we can fix it.
Sorry, I thought you were going into that before.
I kind of thought I was, and I thought, it's kind of no point unless he's won. He knows he's won, so why would I be talking about the amphitheater unless he was going there? So I thought, that's kind of hard to do, so we got to kind of celebrate him first, and then we can talk about the venue.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm putting him in V Creative right now.
Okay, thank you. That's used to be Swiss Villa Amphitheater years and years ago. You've heard of that place, haven't you?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Black Oak Amphitheater before?
No.
Been around. Famous, huge. I was going to think this could be your perfect venue. There were a lot of hair bands played at Swiss Villa. I didn't realize so many.
Okay. He's in there now.
The Beach Boys.
I think it'd be so fun to go see a hair band.
Allman Brothers Band. Damn Yankees played there. Linda Ronstadt. Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. There were some.
I'm quiet.
Foghat, Blue Oyster Cult, Nazareth, Night Ranger. All right, I'm going to try to fix it. I was getting some of that band names. Oh, my gosh, man. There were so many iconic historical groups, artists, and bands that have played at that place. And this is going to get to be your first show there. And he goes, yeah, it is.
Hey, Gary, you were supposed to text tickets to 623-1025, not here. Jimmy got to meet Ozzy and KC. Morning, Dustin. Bye, Kyler. It was good talking this morning.
Hello, is this Christopher Moss? Yes, it is. How's it going, Christopher? He just knocked down all the dishes. How's it going, Christopher? Clank, clank.
I'm fine. How are you, Randy? Hello.
Did you get?
I'm fine. How are you, Randy?
Did you get?
You, Randy?
I don't like it when they
Randy.
call one of us out by name and not the other.
How are you?
Dang it.
Randy. Randy.
I don't think I can fix it.
That's okay.
How are you?
Did you get signed up?
How are you?
Did you get signed up to win tickets to go? Sounds like I'm interrupting him.
How are you?
Did you get signed up to win tickets?
I'm fine. How are you?
Did you get signed up to win tickets to go see Chris?
What do you think? Still does?
A little bit.
Randy.
Did you get signed up to win tickets to go see Chris Jansen?
Yes, it is.
Well, congratulations, Christopher. You're a winner. I want you to do all that.
Do I need to do the bell again?
Well, yeah, apparently I didn't have it turned up. So, yeah, do that here with the bell. Ready?
Yep. Congratulations, Christopher. You've won. Woo!
You always do. Woo, woo. I heard that yesterday. I'm like, that's the patented Jen noise.
That's a it. Okay, we got to do a quick little seggy seg here.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Been getting you signed up to win tickets to see this guy in concert Friday night at the Black Oak Amphitheater.
And we'll be giving away some tickets, finding out who the winner is right after All I Need Is You.
Chris Jansen on KIX.
Didn't you say Chris Jansen?
I said this guy. I knew I would do it in the intro at that's the very last thing out of my mouth. You know, it's usually the title and name of the song. So I'll say, I do the same thing when I'm promoting. Going to give you a chance to win tickets to see this guy Friday night at the Black Oak Amphitheater, because I don't want to say to see Chris Jansen and All I Need Is You this Friday night, So I'll say to this guy this Friday night at the Black Oak Amphitheater, give all the details. Just text to win your tickets. Here he is, Chris Jansen on the 4 states #1 for country.
Hi. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Or it's Chris Jansen on KIX 102.5, because I've said this guy. All of that preclusion as my brain tries to catch up. Have you ever been to Black Oak Amphitheater before?
No.
No. Oh my gosh, man, there were so many bands that have played at that place, and this is going to get to be your first show there.
Awesome.
Who's the 4 states concert connection?
Remember that whole dramatic thing that I told you about saying the calls at the end and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Just forget all of it. I was so wrong. I don't know, Jen. I should not be here. Have you not realized that yet? I should not be in this chair behind this counter, much less in a position of programming.
Okay.
Somebody yesterday, how'd you end up being a programmer on a country station? I was like, I have no freaking clue. I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people have bad judgment. That's all I can say. I mean, yes, me being #1, but there's other people who put me here, so you got to wonder what was going on in their day.
That was good. We haven't sold the topic once. I just
Oh,
realized.
well, man. See? I don't know what I'm doing. Bubba Poopin' is what I just looked around and saw. I didn't see Bubba Poopin'. I just saw the words Bubba Poopin'.
Why is Bubba pooping?
We're talking about weird relatives. KIX 102.5, the four states number one for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 750.
Sunshine this afternoon with highs in the mid-90s. It's 63 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast and four states news in about 10 minutes. We're a week away from Independence Day.
Woo! Woo! Aren't you excited?
And there, I don't know if your family's like mine, but this is the holiday that all the nut job relatives come out of the woodwork.
People get a little bit weird on 4th of July. Maybe the uncle gets a little bit squirrely.
Gets a little squirrely. He is squirrely. Now, I think it's the fact that there's explosives, sometimes alcohol involved, and all of this combined together to pull them out of the woodwork. So in the next hour, we are going to be talking about your weird relative. We thought this would be early enough to get it out of the way, but we want to know about your weird relative and your family tree. Which one of them is the black sheep and why? And it might even be you.
You can call or text to let us know at 623-1025.
So we've been getting you signed up. We've been letting you text to sign up to win Chris Jansen tickets for the show coming to the Black Oak Amphitheater this Friday night.
And I think it just picked our winner.
Yeah. There it is. Okay, let's call this person, see. Ba-da-da. You're going to have to run that. I am never going to get to where I think of that and this. I'm so focused here and here, I don't turn around and see that in time.
Okay.
So you'll have to just hit that. I always forget that.
Okay.
We're going to have to come up with you a new yell.
What's wrong with woo? Woo! Oh, jeez.
Okay, what number is that? I'll go fix it for them.
I think it's 2856.
Do their job.
Yeah, 2856.
This is ridiculous. Apparently setting EOMs is too difficult. Because it's already 29.5.
Oh,
They put silence at the end. That is not how that works.
no.
Whoever, that needs to be addressed. You need to bring that up to Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody did a spot that was too short, and to try to compensate, they left silence on the end of it. That's not how we do things.
No, absolutely not.
So I'm going to put an EOM on it because it sounds stupid.
Yeah, it does.
Sounds awful. Anyway, where was that recorded?
Application can provide that stability for you. No other company in the Pittsburgh Industrial Park has been owned by the same owner company for as long.
That is not one of our mics.
He probably did it in KJ.
Health insurance, 401k, vacation, and holiday pay. Stop.
That is what their mics sound like. Holy cow.
That's typically where he records stuff.
No other company. Application can provide that stability for you.
Whoever put it in ought to have taken charge of that. So now it is 27 seconds long. And if that plays like in Elena, it'll throw off the whole break and everything. I don't know. But that needs to be redone.
Let me go check.
The EOM makes it 27 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Megan says, I'm the tie-dye one.
Tie-dye one.
Instead of the black sheep, she's the tie-dye
Oh,
sheep.
the tie-dye member of your family?
What's the funny, relevant song, Deadwing? Jimmy says she thinks she's the word.
I
too.
definitely am. I mean, or my mama. No, wait, it may be my mama, now that I think about it. Probably is.
You sent me...
Did I? Are you sure I did?
Megan says she sent me a song that's appropriate.
What? She's staring like that because she's reading the words. I think that's pretty good. That is good. Morning, I had a lady named Patricia Woods that called yesterday afternoon saying she got a call from us saying she'd won tickets to an event this Thursday night in Tulsa. She said the message wasn't very clear, but she thought she had entered to win tickets to see Tyler Henry.
What?
Did you guys call her? Tyler Henry is a psychic. So I assume this is a spam call. Jill knows that he's a psychic is what I take from that. Of course Jill knows that.
Look up Psycho Stick. Do you want a taco?
Should I? I don't think I want to.
Randy Deadwing says you got to watch it. Just had to if all's to be right in the world.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, Jimmy saw Willie Nelson 2 years ago in Casey. He still plays and sings like he always did.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
He's still trooping on. And will until he dies.
Deadwing says it's not bad. Trust me.
All right, I got just enough time, I think.
Are you getting more candy?
You want me to?
Yeah.
You want some?
Yeah. Just really subtly walk by and shove your hand in there and see what
I can't walk
happens.
over to that side. They all like turn and look at me like this because I never go over there.
Well, don't look at them.
You go, Kenneth. I would do it if it wasn't for them there. We'll be right back.
I just shoved my hand in and grabbed whatever I could. I can't eat that one. I just shoved my hand in and grabbed a bunch.
I saw there was a Reese's in there earlier.
There was?
Yeah.
I didn't see a Reese's in there.
Somebody may have come and got it already, but it was in there earlier. I didn't get it.
You have to eat this one. It has gluten in it.
Those have gluten?
No, but I somehow grabbed 4 of them. I just shoved my hand in. Didn't even look. Jimmy says, did they leave?
Yeah, we left. We got tired of your crap, Jimmy. No, I'm kidding.
Wait, ceiling check?
It's still there.
Looks like a ceiling.
We made sure.
Have a great day, Melissa.
Oh my gosh.
What?
You heard about this internet thing, this initiative. We got to talk about that.
What internet thing?
10 seconds.
Sunshine this afternoon with highs in the mid-90s. A chance for heavy rain tonight with lows dipping down to right around 73. Going to be hot tomorrow with highs during 103, 78 overnight on Wednesday, and on Thursday, still really hot. Highs nearing 103.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar isn't showing anything over the 4 states.
70 in Neosho, 68 in Pittsburgh, 70 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app.
And because we're coming upon the holiday that seems to bring the weird relatives out of the woodwork, 4th of July, fireworks, all that.
We want to hear all about the weird relative in your life, or maybe you're the weird relative.
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
Here's Florida Georgia Line.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Can't turn down both faders.
I managed to bite the side of my tongue when I was saying
I hate that.
Ah.
Do it all the time. I did it last night. Now it's swollen up, and which makes you bite it even more. Okay.
Yeah, what's going on?
So the Biden administration have put forth this, it's passed, this initiative to create more internet opportunities, broadband internet in rural communities, rural areas, and more affordable internet. So they're going to offer a free version of internet all across the country. Mm-hmm. Sounds like a great idea, doesn't it? Sounds awesome, right? Guess how they're going to get it to you.
How are they going to get it to you?
With wishes and kisses. No, I'm kidding. Seriously, guess. Does anybody know? Has anybody heard about this?
Actually, it's kind of funny that you mentioned this. My brother works for the Kansas government, going around to rural communities and helping them get internet installed.
Guess how they're going to be delivering this internet? It's going to be little broadband transponders. They're about the size of a stoplight that they are going to put over rural areas, mountainous areas, hill areas, backcountry by hot air balloons. Little hot air balloons that are about 10 foot across will hold each one of these. Now, does anybody else see a problem with this idea? We live in a tornado zone, so I'm sure we all do.
So they're just going to keep it there on this little hot air balloon?
Hanging by a hot air balloon. Look it up. The hot air balloon internet. I'm not making this up.
Megan wants to know if she can be anonymous if she calls.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, Megan. Absolutely. You want us to change your voice? We can do that.
Hot air balloon.
Internet. What is going to keep them there? Why? What are they thinking? Where is the...
That can't be what they're doing.
I'm serious. Did you look it up? Did you find it?
It's defunct as of January 2021, it says.
What?
Loon is what it was. Loon.
No,
is
now
what
the loon thing, yeah, did. But this was Biden. Look under news.
I'm not seeing anything.
Really? Maybe I'm wrong, but I swear I heard that this morning. First balloons, now lasers. Google's parents' moonshoot plans to get Indian online, Alphabet, networking with balloons, Starlink. Okay, I just found out. These balloons would not have been like up in the sky where you could see them. They would have been in an upper atmospheric level, way above wind currents. So we're talking near the Earth's atmosphere is where they would have been. I didn't realize that either. I just saw that. And it's just in the news this morning, and I heard it, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
I think
Hasn't he had enough to do with balloons over the past year? There's not a thing in it anywhere, so maybe they were wrong, the people I heard.
Hold on. KZRG had a story from Kansas receiving. Oh, and here's another one about Missouri getting 1.7 for broadband expansion. Okay, let's see.
Well, I specifically heard him talking about they were talking about it going in Virginia.
It's called internetforall.gov.
Yeah, that's it.
KZRG's got it.
So is it talk about how it's going to be distributed?
No, talking a lot about money.
Of course not.
Hey, it's Harry. Good morning, Harry.
Morning, Harry. We were talking about you earlier. I was bragging on you, talking about your amazing re-engineering skills. So everybody wants you to come over and fix their lawnmower now.
He's face palmed.
Right. Thanks, Randy.
Let's see. I don't want to receive news. Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? What?
Just the amount of money they're putting into this $42 billion.
I know. And it's balloons.
I haven't seen anything on their website about how they're going to do this. 10 seconds. I want to read about the balloons.
KIX 102.5, the four states number one for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine this afternoon with highs in the mid-90s. It's 70 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast, say how hot it's going to be tomorrow in about 15 minutes. But since 4th of July is only a week from today.
If this is the time when, all the weird uncles get together, the cousins get together, the family gets together, and things can get a little strange at times.
Because there's explosives involved. We want to know about your weird relatives.
You can call or text to let us know, 623-1025.
Here's Walker Hayes.
Fancy like.
On the four states number one for country.
KIX 102.5. Morning, Kathy.
Yeah, I can't find it either. I don't know where they were getting that. Networking with balloons. That's from Hackaday, so who cares about that? I don't know.
Let's keep using the phrase infrastructure.
Yeah, they're not. Sounds like nothing is set.
What is the infrastructure? Hmm. Harry says, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say which one's the weird one in my family. Because you got a dysfunctional family like mine. I think I'm definitely the black sheep in my family.
Are you?
Yeah, both of my sisters went to school to become teachers themselves. We've just taken very, very different paths in life.
You know, it's so weird. I was once upon a time, so in the beginning of my music career, I was like, oh my gosh, did you hear what he did and where he's gone and what he's doing? And I was, all of my relatives. And then oddly enough, when I came back and was successful in radio and stuff, it was a whole different story. It's like, hey, Randy, hi, Randy, all of that.
They're selling Princess Diana's black sheep of the family sweater?
Is that a thing?
That's what Jimmy says. I'm going to Google it. Oh, yeah.
It is a thing.
Wow. Wow, a lot of people have recreated that look, haven't they? Yeah, my government teacher was also the football coach and the wrestling coach.
Social studies, all of those deals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they always do.
Sarah says, it'd be easier to list the normal relatives in my family.
Right?
I mean, I don't mind being the black sheep, though.
No, I don't either.
Thank you, Kathy. It's pink with a black sheep on it. It's cute. Oh, Megan says, so KIX is just the hangout spot for the black sheep. Awesome.
That's right.
There you go. I think it's cool when people walk to their own drum. They're into what they're into. Just being who they are. Wonder how much it's up for auction for. Let's see.
$4 million.
50,000 to 80,000. Do you remember when there was the princess?
No, I forgot.
The Princess Diana Beanie Baby bear.
Oh my gosh.
And
yes.
people.
So
oh
huge.
My gosh.
Stupid.
We had a neighbor who bought one and put it in like a glass case. And whenever we went over to his house, he
would get it out.
Walk us. Oh no, he would not touch it. He would walk us like past it.
Come see.
Come see.
Come and see. Come and witness, children.
Mm-hmm. It only sucks being the black sheep when flock comes together.
Flock?
Mm-hmm. Do we have to be the black sheep or can we be pink, purple, blue, or another color too? You can be whatever your heart wants you to be.
You will be what we tell you to be.
You want to be a green sheep? Go live your best green sheep life. I know. Do you remember when? No.
I do. I remember, boy, both of that. So I was still playing club circuit. So I would always find talk radio stations to listen to on these great long drives to wherever we were playing at. And usually I'd drive by myself, you know. And so I remember listening to coverage, both that and the OJ thing.
Really?
Around the same time, yeah. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
We're wanting to hear all about your weird relatives.
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Or tell us on Facebook.
Here's Morgan Wallen.
On KIX 102.5.
I remember driving over in southeastern Missouri somewhere, had about a 2.5 hour drive, and listening to the OJ coverage as it was happening through some AM radio station. You know, they were still, how long can this continue? And
right.
Whatever. And I remember they pulled over to the side of the road and they arrested him and Al Cowlings right before I had to go in, right as I was pulling into the bar parking lot. And I'm like, well, that's over.
Little did you know.
Little did I know. I remember thinking, well, at least it ended before I had to play.
No.
Did not.
Sarah picks green. She's going to be the green sheep. Kendra says, we partied without you yesterday, Randy.
I know. I did watch a little bit while I was getting ready. My wife had it on, so.
The more you know, the less I understand. Okay, we are done with Zat, and done with Zat, and done with Zat.
I love clearing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes. Finished. Yes.
Oh, do we still need to do that for tomorrow?
Is there a song?
Yes. Or did we do it?
I don't know. I know there was one that there was question as to who all was on it. I think we looked and saw it was okay, but.
Yeah, this one here, I think.
Yeah. Well, all we need to do is edit the first because it talks about a 4-day weekend. That's all we got to do. Okay. We did not do that yet. I think we might do the giveaway thing like we did today again tomorrow. What do you think?
Yeah.
I like doing that. So we can go ahead and switch those if you want.
Okay. For the spook tour this year, we could dress as brightly colored sheep.
Why?
All the colors,
Why?
one big herd of us. Who you gonna call? Bah.
That's pretty good.
And if opinions were ears the corn, we'd have plenty of popcorn for the winter. All right, 9 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine this afternoon with highs in the mid-90s. It's 70 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 5 minutes. But since 4th of July is a week from today,
we're talking about weird relatives because let's face it, I feel like the 4th of July gets together a lot of folks who can get a little squirrely at times.
Yeah, the weird ones come out on 4th of July because there's explosives involved, understandably. So we want to know which one is your weird relative at 623-1025.
Who's the weird relative in your life?
My relative, he murdered someone like late 70s, early 80s.
What?
Yeah, didn't get caught until like a couple years ago. He would have got caught, but he came back from the Philippines.
So he was hiding out.
He's from a very prominent family, and he's happened to marry a lady from Taiwan.
Wow. Hi there, Morning Kicks. Who's the weird relative in your family?
Okay, so my mother believes that we are aliens from another planet. We came here in a wee-box shoebox from the planet Xanthar.
Does she really believe this, or is she just a goof?
But she really believes it.
Oh my gosh, what?
Also, she really believes that she babysat Michael Jackson and that she taught him how to do the moonwalk.
She might have. I want her to come to my house for 4th of July. Who's the weird relative you have?
My mother-in-law.
Isn't that the tendency of most daughter-in-laws to resent or think badly about their mother-in-laws? Aren't you just fulfilling a stereotype here, Lindsay?
No, I don't feel badly, think badly, nothing. I mean, I did give her the nickname Crazy Lady, and it just kind of stuck.
If it fits. Tell us about the weird relative in your life.
You can tell us or text us at 623-1025.
Or tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
Bye, Sheila. Like, oh, that's a little cringe there.
I just love that you can hear it. That's awesome.
Growth. Okay, this one right here is driving me crazy because it's too big.
That removed. That's not good.
I've already named it, though. The first caller had a creepy story. I worry for her.
They all had little. I'd like to apologize for those of you that came here expecting entertainment. Apologize now. This has never been our promise.
Zabazoo-da-doo.
I thought she'd already been here.
Tanya Tucker?
Mm-hmm.
Not yet.
Well, there you go.
Megan keeps asking if we've gotten tickets yet.
I don't think they're gonna.
Mm-mm. Kidna wants to know if you had fun yesterday. Yeah, you missed him telling the whole long story about it.
Yeah, you missed it, Kendra. It was fun. No. I was not bored. Well, I was bored having to wait for the selection process. But when we were in the courtroom, it was never boring. And like I'd said, I think if I had to be in a trial, that one would have been one to be in.
Yeah, would have been interesting.
Enough, yeah.
I would think most murder trials are fairly interesting to
Probably.
sit through. And this one's got kind of a whodunit effect to it.
Sort of, because it's never been really established, which, I mean, we know there's first the question, did they intentionally set the fire with the intent of killing them?
Mm-hmm.
Then, even if they didn't, did they intentionally set the fire?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the question, okay, well, maybe they did do all of this, but is that the result of them being under the influence of drugs, which in Missouri does not matter, but it can not alleviate, what's the word I'm looking for? It can mitigate the sentencing process. So.
Do you know which sister lived there?
Yes, the one that was there.
Okay. That's what I was guessing.
Yeah, Elizabeth lived like in Pittsburgh. Yeah. So the moral of this story is don't let your kids live in your basement.
I think it's probably a lot of things you can take away from that story.
Yeah.
Randy, have you watched Do You Want a Taco yet? You have to. It's Taco Tuesday.
I don't think I do. By the way, haven't you heard that the lawsuit against what is the taco place besides Taco Bell?
Taco Tico?
No.
Taco John's?
Taco John's won their lawsuit. Well, actually, Taco Bell lost their lawsuit. They had a lawsuit against Taco John saying they cannot own the term Taco Tuesday. And the Supreme Court went all the way to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court
Really?
said, yeah, they can.
So Taco John's owns
the term Taco Tuesday.
Wow. It's such like a commonplace phrase,
Generic,
though.
right? That's what I'm thinking.
I didn't think you could own a phrase like that.
That's not what the Supreme Court says.
My,
They did it first. It's theirs.
Meh.
Leave it alone.
they didn't come up with it, I'm sure. My family tree, we can go from teen pregnancy to manslaughter to dispatch stories to lawsuits against a big hospital in our area to dog raising and stories of wildlife rehab.
Well, at least you're never bored.
Oh, yeah, don't forget Best of the Four States is going on right now, too.
Yep, go do your nominations at KIX1025.com. There's a link there. Did you get the chance to put the deal on the website deal yesterday for us?
Chris Jansen, yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I had every intention to do that.
Should be the first. Yeah, it's the first thing when you go there. Mm-hmm. And growing up listening to this one weird DJ that has the perfect face for radio. Some Scooby-Doo-Doo. Oh, I wanted to read that.
Tomorrow we're talking about the most American food. What do you think is the most American food? What do you think? First thing that comes to mind when I say American food?
Burgers.
Hot dog. Neither one of which. I mean, it's in the names. Frankenfurter from Germany. Hamburg in Germany. They were both invented in Germany. Yeah, Frankenfurter is a German sausage.
So what is strictly American? What did we create?
Turkey. That's about it. I mean,
Tater salad.
actually, the Irish could probably claim that because they,
Or the potato people.
yeah, which potatoes did originate. The tuber potato originated in South America. So, but potato salad in itself, probably an Irish thing.
Megan says fried chicken. That's a good one, I think. Tacos. My Minecraft world. So we've been doing a lot of Minecraft challenges lately. So
Minecraft?
Minecraft.
Minecraft?
like the first person to
Like a German Minecraft.
mine diamonds, or the first person to
You play
get
it?
60 planks or something. Yeah, a little bit.
I used to watch Lauren play it a little bit. She went on a very deep Minecraft rabbit hole.
Yeah.
A number of years, and I was glad to see it end. Not really though, because she went right from that to Halo, and I'm like, I don't know that was an improvement. That didn't last long, thankfully.
My kids really like Minecraft, and so it's.
She did not like the people on Halo.
Oh yeah.
Really, really big jerks on a lot of those group playing things.
5 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country.
Wanting to hear about the weird relative in your life?
623-1025 to tell us or text us about them.
Here's Luke Bryan
on KIX.
I don't to play it. I like to watch people play it. Yeah, I prefer to watch people play it too.
Yeah, same. It seems very tedious to have to play it. And admittedly, it's one of those things you gain skills by playing it more.
Mm-hmm. And when it comes to Minecraft, Kyle is the kind of guy who can just mine until he hits bedrock, which is about as far down as you can go. And then turn around and mine the next block and the next block and repeat it. And I'm like, that's got to be so mundane.
Yeah, really. Where's the appeal in that? I just don't get it.
It's very calming for him.
Oh, okay. I can understand that. It wouldn't be for me, but I mean, I get that. It's kind of like me cleaning the pool, probably.
For me, I think it'd be monotonous.
Yeah.
I'd get bored.
But I would, if someone said, you want to try cleaning your pool, I'd be like, oh, it's going to be monotonous. I really like it.
Have a good one, Kathy. Where did it go? There it is. I totally recommend SAO Abridged.
What is that?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Sword Art Online Abridged.
All right.
Oh, is this kind of like Blue and Red?
Blue and Red?
Yeah, it was like a TV. It was not a TV show, an online series based off of Halo.
Oh, I think I have heard of that.
It was Blue and Red, right? Red and Blue. 10 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine this afternoon with highs in the mid-90s. It's 70 in Joplin.
So we're talking, since the 4th of July is a week away, we're talking about the weird relatives in your family.
Do you have a really weird relative in your family, or are you the weird relative?
Well, my little brother will sit on the toilet while he's going to the restroom and call my mom and tell her, guess what, Mom? I'm pooping.
Well, that's not weird.
What? I don't need to know about that.
Yeah, that's just keeping your family
No,
abreast of your
stop it.
digestive. Called multitasking. You know, in my family, my parents constantly, when I was a kid, would check to see when's the last time you had a bowel movement.
Just to make sure you're healthy.
Yeah, I guess either that or they were really bored, and that was what passed for entertainment. We didn't have TV, so
Tell
maybe.
us about the weird relative in your life.
Well, it's kind of like a group of relatives. There's like 3 of them, and it was my mom's doings, but she had an affair for like 9 years, and it was a big, like everybody knew about it, and it was okay. Had all 3 of us children by it, and we all lived a lie our entire life and didn't know about it until my sister did a DNA at 50 years old. That's how we found out.
What?
Yeah, it was a 9-year affair. My dad was okay with it because he couldn't have kids. He just wanted my mom, and my mom just wanted kids.
Y'all ought to make a Lifetime movie.
That's what I said.
Wow!
That's crazy.
Holy cow. What is the weird relative? Who is the weird relative? I've got a bad feeling about this call.
Randy Brooks.
What, Dave? Don't need your business this morning.
Randy.
Nuh-uh. He's not a relative. Who's the weird relative in your family?
I have a brother that thinks he's related to Chuck Norris.
Maybe he is.
No, not hardly.
You're sure he's not related to Chuck Norris?
I'm positive.
Well, I think everybody is actually related to Chuck Norris because we all know it's historical that he punched out Adam and had an affair with Eve.
Okay.
So, see, it totally makes sense now, right?
Tell us about the weird relative in your family.
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Actually, don't mind this jingle.
Diesel.
What really bugs me is there is a health clinic, all something health, all health.
All access.
All access. And the commercial they're running is still the COVID spot they have from 3 years ago. Oh my gosh. And it plays every morning on there, like all the time, almost every break. And I'm like, why don't they do a new commercial?
Yep.
3 years. Oh my gosh. No, that one. For that.
Chuck and Eve. Hey, Jossie liked our video.
All right, Jossie.
Jossie, are you on this morning? We haven't talked to Jossie in a while.
Juicy Jossie. No.
Randy.
No, we're not doing that. No. That's a mistake.
Whoop.
Get it, little monkey.
They loved that spot.
Yeah, it was good. That ought to be one to save back, I think.
Really? You think so?
Why not?
KAB stuff is due Friday.
Same entries.
Same entries?
I think so. Do you?
Yeah, I've got to go through and double check and see what we can still submit. Because KB's does things a little.
Usually that's what we do. Is the same entry.
Commercial, PSA, SBA, public affairs, complete newscast, sports feature, hard news. And they still don't have a video category.
They don't?
Mm-mm.
Well, that sucks.
Can y'all yell, Lucy, come here, you got some splaining to do.
Lucy! Oh, Lucy, come here, you got some splaining to do.
She has no clue what we're talking about. Well, you might have.
I Love Lucy. That's
Okay.
Ricky Ricardo.
She does. She does have clues.
I've never seen it,
She
but I
has
know
clue.
who he is.
Eat it. Eat it.
Mm-hmm. You don't like Hershey's?
You're all right. Take them or leave them.
Take them.
I'm going to leave them
Then take them.
and then leave them. I'm going to take them and leave them
Where are you going to leave them?
where I took them. Take them to where I leave them.
Where do you leave them?
Where I take them.
And where do you take them?
Where I leave them.
Where do you leave them? Oh.
This is the extent of our day.
Is it good? Now whistle the Andy Griffith theme song.
Woohoo!
Mm-hmm.
And then Dave.
Okay. Give me mouse. We may need to do this other song. I don't see it.
I'm not falling for that again.
Oh. Or it's just slightly different. Never mind. Thank you, Deadwing.
Took care of it.
So Jen, there's something in your eye. Yeah, there was something in my eye in the corner there. Jimmy says her mom looked a lot like Lucy.
Really?
That's cool. What?
What? What happened? Was it a mouse? Is it a mouse?
No.
Did you catch a mouse?
No. I think part of the reason this part looks so goofy right here is because my hair tie's gone.
You're a stranger. In
I
this part.
thought I bought the more expensive heavy duty hair ties so they'd stop snapping in my hair.
You a stranger in this here part?
Maybe. My fingers. Ooh, today's National Onion Day. I love onions. I think, isn't Outback giving away free bloomin' onions today? Is there an Outback near here?
down near Sam's.
Receive one free bloomin' onion with the purchase of a full-price adult entree.
Is that a positive thing?
You don't like the bloomin' onion?
Well, I just don't think they like me.
I used to love the bloomin' onion. There's actually a guy on YouTube who made a gluten-free one. I'll have to... He did not.
He did.
He can't have gluten. He's like me.
Well, he didn't eat it.
He did eat it.
Showed it to you. Like, there, gluten-free. It's gluten-free. Eat it. Try it. No, seriously. It's good. Here's a phone with 911 programmed on, too.
Well, go get you a free one today, Jimmy. 5 seconds.
Jimmy John?
Jimmy Jammy John.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
We're talking about the weird relatives in your life.
623-1025 to text or tell us about yours.
Here's Chris Young on KIX. Not that I can eat a bloomin' onion anymore. But for any of y'all, that's an option. It's also National Bingo Day.
Bingo Day? Bingo!
Go eat onions and play bingo. Wow. Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates says that AI chatbots can teach kids to read in 18 months instead of years.
What does he know? Is he sure?
He says younger generations are surrounded by digital tools, and experts say it's only a matter of time before classrooms are immersed in AI. Chatbots could be teaching in primary schools.
Sorry, teachers.
But everyone's got a teacher, though, that was so impactful in their life, you know?
That's the thing about all of this. AI cannot replace the right brain quotient.
Right.
That's the one thing everybody, if anybody with any kind of encounter of any kind with AI, they're impressed by it, yes. But there's always something, and it's that right brain quotient.
Y'all, they used to have this Chipotle raspberry dip, too, at Sam's. That was so good. They seem to only have it in the fall, which drives me crazy because it's delicious. $15 seconds.
28, 29 seconds.
No.
38 seconds.
No. 10 seconds.
45 seconds.
No. 7 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
We'll see sunshine this afternoon with highs in the mid-90s. It's 70 in Joplin.
We got the Morning KIX takeover getting ready to start in just about 6 minutes.
So make sure you go to the KIX app and vote for the songs that you want us to start playing back for you.
So we've been talking about the weird relative that you have in your family.
Yeah, because face it, 4th of July kind of brings out the folks who are a little different.
Weird. Yeah. 623-1025 to text or tell us who's the weird person in your family.
Hey, baby, what's going on? It's your mommy, baby.
I'm doing that. No.
Randy.
I'm sorry. No.
You hung up on your mom.
We all know she's the weird one in my family, all right? There's no need to go down that road and let her monopolize the conversation. Hi there, Morning KIX. Who's the weird relative in your family?
Randy Brooks.
I'm not related
I
to you.
cannot believe you just hung up on your mother.
Wait. No.
You, of all people.
Oh, can you blame me?
Yes, I can blame you. That's your mother.
Well, yeah,
You
but
don't be like that to your mother.
It's my mama, Dave.
It doesn't matter. A mama is a mama.
I guarantee you she wants something.
Well, you'll just have to deal with it. She's your mama.
Maybe she
Not
won't.
mine, thank God.
Maybe she won't call back.
Oh, she'll call back.
Yeah.
You know how she is.
Yeah, she'll call back.
If she wants something bad enough.
Like more menthol Lucky Strikes.
Or beer.
Right. How about if I just give her your number, Dave? Let her call you and you take care of that.
What is or who is the weird relative in your life?
My sister Bailey, she will go through drive-thru and bark at all of the employees.
The weird lady who thinks she's a dog is here again.
Give her a pup cup.
We went to McDonald's drive-thru and she was barking at all the employees.
Did you see that woman had mange?
Did she say bakin? She was bakin?
Hi there, Morning KIX. Who's the weird relative in your family?
My grandpa decided that he was going to get a girlfriend. She's a little strange. Every single time we go out to a restaurant, he finds something wrong with her food. It's cold, it's not cooked right, it's overcooked, it's undercooked. She doesn't have time to wait, and she will complain until she gets her meal for free, and then she's right back at the same restaurant the very next week doing the same exact thing.
What that is saving money.
That's his girlfriend doing it.
Oh, his girlfriend does that.
It's really actually embarrassing. I don't go anywhere with him anymore.
Tell us about your weird relative. You can text us at 623-1025.
Or tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Do you have chronic joint pain? Are you not having success with steroids, but you're trying to avoid surgery? Well, thankfully, there is a better way, and now it's available here in Joplin from the medical professionals at QC Kinetics. I'm Randy Brooks, and I'm talking about new advanced regenerative medicine treatments that can restore and repair damaged tissue in your bad joints, providing lasting relief with no drugs, no surgery, and no downtime. This is an all-natural way to use highly... Sorry.
We made Philly cheesesteaks, ate leftovers last night. Ooh, that sounds good. I've never had a Philly cheesesteak in my life.
What?
Mm-hmm.
How is that possible?
Just never had one.
Well, I'm going to cook you a Philly cheesesteak. We've got the kits for like 50 of them at home.
Isn't there a special thing? I don't know. Some people say you put cheese whiz on it. Some people say you're supposed to put provolone.
Okay.
No. But listen.
That's a Boston.
I used to work with a guy who was from Philly, and he was like, you got to put cheese whiz on it.
A lot of them do, but that comes from Boston originally. That is not the original Philly cheesesteak, and that's not the way I make them. Everybody's got their own personal thing they do with Philly cheesesteaks. Like, what did we leave off of ours? We don't use provolone, which is traditional. It's okay, but we use mozzarella. I like mozzarella better.
Okay.
String's better. It's not got so much of a overwhelming taste. We use green peppers and onions. We don't use the cheese whiz is the other thing, but there's another sauce.
Oh, it's something tangy, right? It's
It might be Thousand Island.
Thousand Island, I think.
Yeah, and I don't like that, so we don't ever do that. Never, 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 never.
So
not allowed.
So what is on your?
I just told you.
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
Peppers and onions.
Peppers,
and then,
onions, and that's it.
What kind of steak is it? Is it a special kind
It's
of
just
steak?
Shredded beef. I mean, we've got the kits that we have. They just come with the peppers, onions, and the steak. No, it has the mozzarella too.
Cheese was on a Philly only and only when you use Rev pepper.
Rev pepper?
What's Rev pepper? Oh, red pepper. Red pepper and cheese was on a Philly?
Love me some red pepper. 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 Pepper.
We throw homemade French onion dip on ours, Italian cheese blend, caramelized onions, bell peppers, and mushrooms.
No. I mean, that's more power to you, but no, for me, no, thank you.
That sounds good, though.
I ain't done it.
All right, should we go ahead and call it?
Yep, I believe so.
Tomorrow, talking about the most American food.
Yep. So, what do you think is the most American food? We've got a couple of criterion that we're going to apply to it, but pretty much whatever. I mean, we'll always get some weird calls. Somebody will say Thailand seahorse or something, you know. So that's just gonna happen. So we'll do that tomorrow, and it'll be Wednesday, which means another edition of the Morning Kicks Extra podcast, more Chris Jansen tickets, all that good stuff. So
bye. Have a good one.